What if love isn't something you earn, fix, or chase, but something you reach for with your heart wide open? This is the story of vulnerability, healing, and the moments that turn conflict into closeness. Because real love begins when we feel safe enough to say, "Hold me tight." Introduction. Love is a safe haven, not a battleground. In Hold Me Tight, psychologist Dr. Sue Johnson offers a revolutionary perspective on romantic relationships through the lens of emotionally focused therapy, EFT. The book teaches that love is not a mystery or a power struggle. It's an attachment bond, just like the one between a child and parent. We are never more alive than when we are in love. But when couples struggle, it's often because they don't know how to reach each other. They misinterpret withdrawal as rejection or defensiveness as indifference. This book shows how couples can repair those rifts by learning to express vulnerability instead of criticism. The problem isn't the fight, it's the disconnection. Dr. Johnson explains that all couples fight. The real issue isn't what they fight about, money, sex, parenting, but how they fight. Most conflict stems from a deeper fear. Are you really here for me when I need you? She calls this the raw spot, the vulnerable place where we carry emotional wounds from past experiences. When triggered, we don't argue logically. We react from fear, often pushing away the person we love most. Insight. Conflict is a protest against emotional disconnection. Love is an emotional bond, not a transaction. Drawing on decades of research and real client stories, Johnson outlines how modern relationships can thrive by viewing love as a secure emotional bond. She adapts attachment theory, showing that adults, just like children, need emotional closeness, reassurance, and responsiveness. People don't get married to grow up and become independent. They get married to have someone they can count on. This reframing is powerful. It teaches us that needing your partner isn't weakness. It's the foundation of intimacy. The three main attachment questions. Johnson explains that emotionally secure couples answer yes to these powerful questions. 1. Are you there for me? 2. Will you respond when I reach out? 3. Do I matter to you? When these are answered with trust, couples feel safe. When they're met with silence or anger, couples spiral into emotional disconnection. The 7 conversations, the heart of the book. Dr. Johnson builds Hold Me Tight around 7 transformational conversations. Each represents a stage in healing and strengthening emotional bonds. Recognizing the demon dialogues. Problem. Couples fall into destructive patterns like find the bad guy, blaming each other. Protest polka, one pursues, the other withdraws. Freeze and flee, both shut down and disconnect. Goal. See these patterns as the enemy, not your partner. When you name them, you can change them. Finding the raw spots. Problem. Old emotional wounds create raw spots that heighten sensitivity. These triggers often come from childhood or previous relationships. Goal. Explore those emotional injuries together with compassion, not shame. Listen for the vulnerability beneath the anger. Every criticism is a longing disguised. Reaching out and connecting. Problem. Fear and pride stop us from showing vulnerability. Instead, we hide, blame, or lash out. Goal. Learn to say, I feel alone. I need you. This takes courage, but creates connection. Dr. Johnson guides couples in sharing what she calls attachment injuries and asking for comfort. Engaging and responding. This is where partners begin to respond, not defensively, but emotionally. They hear the cry for closeness and reply with, "You matter to me. I see how you hurt. I'm here now." Insight. This is where healing begins. It's the moment partners choose connection over control. Forgiving injuries. Deep betrayal or neglect can shatter trust. Dr. Johnson emphasizes that forgiveness requires emotional engagement, not just apology. Steps to forgiveness. Acknowledge the hurt. Share the impact. Offer validation. Reaffirm the bond. Forgiveness is possible, not through logic, but through emotional repair. Bonding through touch and intimacy. Sex isn't separate from emotional connection. It reflects it. The book reframes intimacy as a dance of responsiveness, trust, and exploration. Healthy intimacy begins with emotional safety, celebrates vulnerability and attunement, builds through non-sexual touch, communication, and play. Hold Me Tight becomes a literal and emotional invitation. Keeping your love alive. Long-term love requires intention. Dr. Johnson offers tools to build rituals of connection. Daily check-ins, reaffirming touch, open-ended questions, regular state-of-the-union conversations. Love isn't automatic. It's a bond you water, cherish, and strengthen over time. The science behind the bond. Dr. Johnson supports her ideas with attachment research and neuroscience. Brain scans show that emotional responsiveness calms anxiety and pain. Touch activates calming systems in the body. Emotional neglect activates threat responses, just like physical danger. This shows love isn't just poetic, it's biological. Emotional connection is a survival need. Stories that illuminate transformation. Johnson shares powerful stories. A couple on the brink of divorce who learn to say "I'm scared, not angry." A husband who realizes his emotional withdrawal triggered his wife's pain. A wife who forgives decades of distance after hearing, "I missed your voice every day." These stories feel raw, real, and deeply human. Hammer and wrench practices to build secure bonds. Dr. Johnson encourages emotional check-ins. What are you feeling right now? Love maps. Explore each other's triggers, dreams, and fears. Reconnection rituals. Daily hugs, messages, gratitude. Attachment language. Speak in needs, not accusations. These practices deepen trust and reduce misinterpretation. Why Hold Me Tight is transformational. This book reframes love as a safe emotional bond. It validates the longing we all feel to be seen, held, heard, and chosen. It teaches that love is emotional responsiveness, not perfection. Vulnerability is strength, not weakness. Connection is healing, not dependency. Dr. Johnson doesn't offer quick fixes. She offers a path of courage, conversation, and deep emotional presence. The most functional way to regulate difficult emotions in love relationships is to share them. Final reflections. Love is a lifelong conversation. Hold Me Tight is a guide to lasting love. It's not about communication techniques, it's about emotional truth. It shows couples how to shift from fear to closeness, criticism to curiosity, and silence to connection. In the end, what every person longs to hear is, "I see you. I hear you. I'm here for you." This book helps people say it with honesty, bravery, and an open heart. Thanks for watching Audio Mentor, where every book brings you closer to a better you. If you found value in today's summary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a chance to grow.